Priyanka Chaturvedi, former MP, is joining us now. She was very actively backing the Gen Z movement that we have seen. Priyanka Chaturvedi, your thought right now, it certainly means that the Gen Z will say that they have won. They put pressure on an entire system. A government which had not relented has finally done so.
Yeah, they do not even need to say it. They've proved it. They've proved it through their action. They've proved it through their unity. They've proved it through, being at the receiving end of the police action. They've come together. They've spoken and they've spoken out loud, forcing a government which did not believe in accountability, which has brazened out over the period of several years, brazened out expectation of any resignation from any minister and getting them to step down after MJ Akbar, perhaps. After that, this is the first time there's a minister who has stepped down. So I congratulate them. And the most important part for me personally is, Maria, that the students have led the way to tell us that it is absolutely okay to live fearlessly and to demand accountability. We had become a generation for past 10 years which believe that let's just keep quiet, let's not demand for accountability, let's not speak up because there's this ED, because there's IT, because there's Mumbai police telling you something, because there's Delhi police telling you something, there are going to be FIRs, there's going to be detention, there's going to be jailing. So they've done everything. They've said we've gone through everything, but we stuck to our guns. And that is what has happened. And that is most inspiration to me, that it's almost awakening of an India which is demanding accountability. So hats off to them. And the total credit goes to them.
Yes, and Ms. Chaturvedi, tomorrow perhaps, or I should say Monday perhaps, that important piece of legislation will be coming in. Do you think that, Dharmendra Pradhan resigning, of course, is a big moment, but that's also what is needed is that an entire failed system has to be fixed. Revamping of an education system is something that the students demand and something that all of us must deliver for them.
Absolutely in agreement with you, Maria, that the country owes a lot to its young, owes a lot to the youth of this country, who will be the future of this country. And if you're talking about a developed nation, they would play a very important role. Having said that, since Dharmendra Pradhan became a symbol of whatever was hollowing out the education system, after him having stepped down, the true work really begins. The work of accountability does not end with one resignation. It actually begins from there. Right from setting up, we do have a strict act in place, but unfortunately, even though implemented, even though passed in 2024 before we went into an election, it did not end up, really changing anything on the ground for the students. We saw the paper leak happen and continues to happen across states. First, we need to identify. This has gone beyond every state's control. There has to be an intelligence gathering from all the states to ensure that paper leak mafia, the entire back of paper leak mafia is broken. So whether it comes to an act, whether it comes through active engagement with the academics, it comes through active forensic investigation and setting up artificial intelligence to ensure that we create some kind of transparency in the system and assure to the students of this country that no lives would be lost just fighting this government and fighting the paper leak mafia. So that is what would become an important part for not just the government, but even the opposition in showing the path ahead. And that is what the people expect from us.
Yes, so the opposition says that the victory is theirs. Would you not give credit to the students of India?
I totally give the credit to students of India. Listen, besides being a former MP, I'm now adjunct professor of practice. So for me, I have been engaging with students. I know exactly what their challenges are. I knew they wanted a voice who was speaking out and speaking out firmly with them. So my credit totally goes to the students of India who perhaps even moved me to continue to fight this fight and speak up for them and speak up for an entire generation. My children at home were asking me, expecting this out of me. So having said that, the credit goes to them. I seek no credit. No politician is seeking it. At least my party is not seeking it. My party played an active role in amplifying the voice of the people, of the students of this country, because we believe strongly that the future is in their hands.
Yes, and Mr. Pradhan, we believe is saying that he resigned taking moral responsibility. Over the last few days, ma'am, we have seen a number of measures being taken by the government, which included fast-track courts, the Prime Minister addressing the youth directly through Instagram. Yesterday, 47 officials in National Testing Agency sacked. The message was that they are serious, that they mean business. But this very resignation, it's almost like a tipping point.
Yes, yes, it was a tipping point, and it was also the time of accountability, and the buck stopping at the very top was what was sought from the students of the country. And all the measures that we are speaking about came in hindsight of the protest which went out of hand, where they believed if they moved Sonam Wangchuk out of the protest would end. They believe that calling them anti-nationals, terrorizing them through Delhi police, forcing them through facial recognition technology, which is reserved for criminals, was meted out to them. Picking out dustbin wrappers to check whether food is being ordered from, that would create a sense of fear. Getting universities to tweet that they don't support their participation in Jantar Mantar will get them to be fearful. All of that has been tried upon, and they have failed. So, having said that, I think we must respect what is really happening and understand that there's just so much the people can take, after which there will be a point of no return. And I think the government realized that they were heading towards that, and the conversations began, and the resignation has happened.
All right, Priyanka Chaturvedi, pleasure having you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I've been watching your tweets, man. You were very actively supporting this entire Gen Z movement. So
that's all I can do, really. So
I saw that. Yes, please. Thank you so much.